Beautiful Saturday afternoon here at Truist Park to play two Braves and Marlins, and it will be a historic doubleheader as Jen Powell will become the first woman to ever umpire a Major League Baseball game.
A dream 10 years in the making becomes true today. Jen Powell making history here, becoming the first female to ever umpire in a regular season Major League Baseball game. She does so in front of 30 family and friends. And the significance of this moment is not lost on her. Jen told me that if you told 15-year-old Jen Powell that was the age that she started umpiring, that she would one day be umpiring a Major League Baseball game, she would not have believed you. But that's a narrative that she said she is hoping to change for the next generation.
And for all of baseball, it has been a long time coming for a woman to serve as an umpire, and this is something we can all celebrate across the game.
And with that first pitch, Jen Powell has officially made history. First female umpire ever to work a Major League Baseball game. She will be down at first base for game one and third base for game three. And for Hurston Waldrop, even though it's not his debut, got to be a few butterflies. The big win in Bristol, yes, but this is only the second time he's pitched here at Truist Park, and last year it did not go that way. It is the splitter for Waldrop that gets his first strikeout of the afternoon.
And a different look splitter. The previous two kind of ran away, whether it was intentional or not. This was very effective as it actually cut back in. And you see Edwards, who's a very difficult guy to strike out, swing right through it.
So against Edwards, that'll bring Stowers up to the plate. Stowers with a lunge and a miss at that splitter that just died of exhaustion and round to the plate.
It's about as perfect as it gets right here after a couple of heaters and that really good split again. You can see the seams. It tumbles so much.
Line shot right at Nacho Alvarez.
Waldrop settling in nicely. 1, 2, 3, top of the first.
Jen Powell, another box that she can check. Checking the leather and the hands of Hurston Waldrop after he tosses a scoreless perfect. Top of the first inning on 13 pitches.
It really is fascinating to see the energy in the crowd. When Jen ran out here, there was a ton of applause. In fact, I had one conversation with a woman named Carol Bentley, and she was an umpire back in her day, now 81 years old, and she personally said she had to be here to see this. It means a lot to women everywhere at every level of umpiring.
She's going to get her first action over here at first base. Liam Hicks is retired on the ground out.
Never gotten a call wrong.
One
don't
for
worry,
one.
Jen, when it happens, we promise we will let you know. It's going to be, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to be kind. Tomorrow she's going to be behind the plate, and then it's game on.
Another strikeout. Dreamed of this as a kid, and now he's living it out here at Truist Park.
Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Hurston Waldrop. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
On the bottom of the second inning and scoreless, Ryan Gusto with a 1-2-3 inning in his Marlins debut.
That comes in and hits him, and that's going to be the game's first base runner. When it hits that back form like that, I always get scared that it's going to be a break, but Sean's so tough, he seems to be okay.
Here's Michael Harris.
Michael puts this in play, and that is trouble. Sean's going to head to third. Michael Harris to second. It's a double for the Braves center fielder.
Well, he was able to sting that one pretty hard down the right field line. Kept it fair. Kyle Stowers did a pretty nice job of getting to it just before it got to the wall. If that hits off the wall, Murphy may have been able to score. Second and third, no one out for Ozzie Albies.
And that will get a run home. Slow roller to Edwards. Atlanta draws first blood.
That was a good at bat and did two things. Their infield was back, so he knew all he had to do was put it in play, but he pulls the ball, gets the runner in from third, but at the same time advances Harris over to third base.
Two birds with one stone on that one. So Harris is at third, one out. Here's Eli White. Infield comes in. Braves leading 1-0.
That's going to get the other run in. It is a line out to left, but Harris will come home and score with ease. 2-0 Braves.
Excellent jobs by both he and Albies after they both fell behind 0-2. Put the ball in play and very productive outs.
A lot of signs in support of Jen Powell here today as we go to the bottom of the third.
What a nice moment that was. They showed her on the big screen here. She gets a great round of applause and maybe a little bit emotional over there at first base, and understandably so. What a big day it is for her, and so far so good. Everything's gone smoothly at first base.
Jurickson Profar will take his base, and just like last inning, 2 on with nobody out. Matt Olson has had a ton of success against the Marlins in his career over the last 3 seasons. Olson grounds it to the right side, off the glove of Johnston. Allen does not try to come home. But the Braves have them loaded here with nobody out.
His only play was going to be to second base, which is the direction he was heading, but he just couldn't glove it.
On the way things are going right now, who else would you rather have at the plate with the bases loaded and no one out than Drake Baldwin?
Baldwin, line drive, base hit. Allen waited, so he now comes home, and it's 3-0.
Ben, that would have plated 2, but Nick Allen did the right thing. He raced back to the bag to tag up just in case. Well, Jerks and Profar at second base had a better view of it, knew it was going to drop, and he was right on Nick's heels, and that's why Freddie Gonzalez had to hold Profar.
Grounded to third here, they'll come home, and they get the out there, and then safe at first. Sean Murphy beat it out. We'll see if the Marlins want to take another peek at it.
Looked pretty good live, and for Jen Powell, her first really kind of close call here, and they are not going to challenge it.
How about that? Jen Powell, first close play.
Bang, bang.
No challenge. Congratulations.
2 away, and Ozzie Albies will be the 7th Brave to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And while it's been nice to pick up a run, Braves have their eyes on a much larger inning than just the 1 tally. Now with 2 down, the bases remain loaded.
Whacked at and missed. 96 up top, and Albies swung underneath it, so the inning is over. Braves do play to run, but that could have been much worse.
2 pitches and 1 out here for Waldrop in the 4th, and here is Ramirez, who lined out sharply to Alvarez to retire the side in the 1st.
Uh-oh. That ball is deep. Profar at the wall. He brought it back. Superhuman.
Watch how high he gets up over the wall, and not just up, but deep for Jerks and Profar. And there's that $1 million smile after the fact. He timed it perfectly and takes one away.
That's got to be the best catch of his life.
Waldrop can't believe it.
3-2 to Hicks, got him swinging. What a great inning by Waldrop with some help from Jerks and Profar. Just a magnificent grab by Profar, and down they go 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. I want to see that replay about 30 times.
2 down. Murphy is the batter. He's also bounced into a fielder's choice with the bases loaded. That was when they threw Profar out at the plate. Swung on, grounded towards short. Sanoja's got it. Fires high. Pull the first baseman off the bag and called safe by Jen Powell.
I was a little surprised we didn't see the throw go to second. It seemed like it would have been the easier one. Of course, infielders always have these opportunities, but for Sanoja, he wants to go across the diamond and just kind of airmails this throw.
Jen Powell right there on the call, and now here comes Michael Harris.
Lifted high in the air to left field. Myers is under it, and he's got it. And that'll end the threat.
All 6 of those strikeouts today swinging for Hurston Waldrop. He has been tremendous. He's got 8-9-1 here starting with Sanoja.
And there's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit for Javier Sanoja, who will turn and burn around first. He's headed towards second, and he slides in safely with a double. That's the 2nd hit of the ball game for the Marlins. A double for Sanoja to lead off the 6th.
1 away.
Xavier Edwards for the 3rd time against Waldrop.
And he grounds it through the left side and a base hit. Here comes Sanoja around 3rd. Profar with a throw to the plate is cut off by Olsen. A 9-pitch run-scoring single for Xavier Edwards. It's 3-1 Atlanta, but just like that, the tying runs come to the plate.
I feel like the Marlins have the right guy coming up. Like he's really the only guy that's hit Waldrop like pretty decently twice today.
Agustin Ramirez is lined out to 3rd. Was also robbed of a homer by Profar.
Ground ball, Ozzie, as Waldrop gets out of the way. Ozzie makes the play, and Waldrop through 6 with a 3-1 lead.
Well, Waldrop's been going at him with fastballs, and he leaves one out over the middle of the plate, a 4-seamer upstairs. Nice job by Hicks.
And that is going to be the day. But what a day it was for Hurston Waldrop. A great start here in front of the fans at Truist Park.
Big day in baseball history of Jen Powell umpiring at first base. She shared so many anecdotes over the last calendar year. She continued her march to this debut. And I think the one that stuck out to me, guys, is a story we shared last night. But Adam Wainwright, when he was making a rehab start a couple of years ago in AAA, Jen had home plate. She went out to perform the check on Adam's hands, making sure he was not using any foreign substances. And before she even began the test, Adam took a moment and said, "Jen, I have 2 daughters, and what you're doing is so incredible. We're rooting for you, and it means a lot to my girls to see you out there."
Oh, very cool. Very nice, and not surprising from Adam Wainwright, and being thoughtful And now here we are seeing Jen at the big league level.
Drake Baldwin had an RBI single back in the third inning. That's the last time the Braves scored. They have a 3-1 lead. They pitched very well today. They're trying to give a little bit more assistance to those relievers who will go the rest of the way and add on to this lead.
Ground ball, get up the middle. It will. Profar around third. He's going to score, and with a throw to third base, everybody advances. And how about Drake Baldwin? He's now driven in 7 in this series.
2 down, and here comes Michael Harris. Infield to go back to regular depth with 2 down. Michael with a double back in the second inning, also a run scored outside of that 2 flyouts to left field. He's been making really good contact since the All-Star break.
Did he get all of it? At the wall, she is gone. A 3-run bomb for Money Mike.
A magnificent jolt indeed by Michael Harris. It's a 3-run homer, his 11th of the year. And the Braves with some breathing room now. It is 7-1 Atlanta in the 7th. So the Marlins down to their final out, and Jacob Marcy will be the batter.
Braves country standing here at Truist Park. The payoff. He struck him out. Braves win 7-1 the final in game 1 of this doubleheader.
We knew that strikeout was coming sooner or later. Michael Harris with a big home run. How about Jurickson Profar with the big catch, robbing a homer, but what a big historic moment. An important day in Major League Baseball history as Jen Powell becomes the first woman to umpire in a regular season Major League game. She was excellent. We'll see her in game 2, and as we mentioned, tomorrow behind the plate.